Hey everybody, welcome to another round of Canje Plays, and today we're getting back into Zerywia. See, it's starting to roll off the tongue now. So, Zerywia, for scenario 2 of the Stribog campaign. So I'm doing this one because I know people are curious. They've seen the Ugmore campaign and all the fun with that, but now there's a flip side of the board. So I'm doing this so you can see what you get on the flip side of the board and the variety in terms of the campaign to see if this is something that is that you would want. Well, I guess the Kickstarter already funded, but something you would want to late pledge, right? Something you'd want to late pledge. So we'll be diving back into the scenario so you can see how Stribog plays out. There's still in the base game, the core game. There's still two other campaigns of 4 scenarios each, and then there's a replayable scenario that you could continue playing if you want to. I'm using the Scorned expansion. You've already seen the kind of the Dungeon Delve expansion from when I did the Ugmore quest. But now I'm going to also be using the Scorned expansion so you can see those characters and how they play as we step through the scenario. And yeah, I think that's good for it. Hey Mike, what's going on? We'll be leaving shortly to do some side work. Good luck on the stream. Your PC will be watching. Well, I'm glad your PC's here. I wish you were as well, coming in to check it out. So thank you so much. And Scott, what's going on? Welcome. Pull up a chair. Pull up a chair. So before we begin, I want to say thank you to my Patreons. I appreciate you so much. Thank you to my YouTube subscribers as well for being awesome and amazing, getting me to 800 subs, and I love it, and above. And thank you to, if you're neither and you're just coming to check me out to see what I'm about, thank you for stopping in. Pull up a chair, plenty of space at the table for all of us to play, and we'll get into this and have a good thing. Got my base game. What you got here? Let me see. Got my base copy in the other day. What a mess it was. I know. I sent a message to Dominic about that like it's not him, it's shipping. You know, like someone on in the shipping industry was like, "Oh, look, a box." Yeah, shook it up. And then said, "All right, deliver it," because everything gets thrown around. So, I already talked to Dom. I already sent a message to Dominic saying like, you got to secure this stuff down a little better. If you got to put it tight in the box and then tighten it up, or when it ships from the store, just tell them to add some more padding to push things down. It'll be so much more helpful. Oh, still Hill waiting on the call. All right, Mike. All right, welcome. So, let's see. We'll be getting into this. I want to talk about I'll talk about the future upcoming stuff later or during the play or whenever y'all want to talk about it. So let's get into what's going on. Let's get some information, and then we'll get down to the table so we can see how this stuff plays. I have a really bad cold too, so forgive me for sounding weird and probably gonna sneeze a couple times. So Zerywia, I need to send a message and get my broken mini saw. Yes, you do. You do. Send a message to Dominic so that he can fix that stuff. Definitely. Let's see. Zerywia came out last year to sent to EU members, and late pledge plus Kickstarters are getting delivered now, so people are getting their stuff in turn. Definitely you need to send a message about the broken minis to get them swapped out. Let's see, a 7.9 on Board Game Geek, 102 rated, so more people are playing. Try the thing out, which is good. 1 to 4 players. Community says 1 to 3, but best played 1 to 2. I agree. 2 players, good spot. 45 to 150 minutes as we go through. Ages 13 plus, but community says 12, and the weight on it's about 3.38. So that hasn't changed. The rating went down a point, so as more people are trying it out, they're probably seeing the rule book and saying, so, but Costeris X, makes a lot of comments in the video as he's watching the playthrough, is saying that him and a group of people are working on a new rule book to send to Dominic, doing like notes, adding things, and so they're working on it to get the rule book updated so it doesn't look, so it's in a better spot than it is now. Let's say that. Designer Dominic and Prezemsla, and artist Dominic, published by Calibra Publishing. If you receive your game and you have broken minis, reach out to Calibra Publishing. They have an email address. he is in the midst of doing all the deliveries, but he will get back to you, I promise. So because it took him, I think I sent him a message, and it took him about a week and a half before he wrote back to me. Probably because he's bogged down in doing that stuff. But it did the campaign did fun. There was some new content that was unlocked, which was pretty fantastic, and so they'll be working on that. Hopefully, he'll be able, with the funding, be able to get good shipping, good printing prices, and then hire some people to kind of take the load off and see what happens. Hey, Brian, what's going on? Good evening, afternoon, morning to anyone out there. Welcome. All right, so let's get down to the table. Check it out. Okay, so here we are in the snow. I'm going to be using a, where's my, I got to get my pink pen. Where's my pink pen? Around here somewhere. Here it is. Here it is. Helps me get that stuff out of this dual layer board. So, we're going to be playing with Widner the Executor! Or is it the Executor? That's the thing about it, right? It's the Executor, but I'm like, Widner the Executor or Executor. He has 7. Oh my gosh! I've been playing Marvel United so long, all the names fell out of my head in terms of the values. Vigor. He has 7 vigor, 6 instinct, and 4 will. So he's not a willful person, but he's super strong with vigor. He can carry 3 weapons at a single time, 2 rituals, or 1 friend. He's not a friendly guy. He's the executor. He is scorned because we're playing with the scorned expansion. And whenever you encounter a threat token, you may recover 1 feat. So whenever we encounter a threat, we can recover a feat. So you can kind of spam the executor. Sorry, gotta make sure the temperature is right in here. That should be it. Okay. So, on his camp actions, funny to think of it as I know. Going to make sure everything is followed to the T. So, his camp action, he gets back a prime, a vigor, an instinct, and a wild card, a wild ability, should we use him. But that is our hero, and if he goes crazy, he becomes the executor. So he's an executor, but when he goes to his fated side, he'll become an executor, where he can't use offerings, trophies. Prime lets him re-roll merc die. He can't use any feats, and his camp actions recover. So we don't want the executor. We want the executor. His feat that he comes with is Bleeding Insight. At the start of your turn, look at the top card of the enemy deck. It's a good feat. But if we spend the prime, prepare up to 2 Saga cards and recover it. So, not bad. His Saga is this bad boy, where it's Executor's Axes. I'm gonna start saying Executor now. Why did I do this? It's the Scorned Executor Saga. On the I got my thing here for symbol naming. On the determination step, add a vigor rune in a challenge with a scorned enemy. So if the enemy is scorned, I can add in at the determination step a vigor rune to the challenge. So cool. And that's a challenge, not a test. Very important. Very important. It is a weapon. It is a weapon that he can use. Gives me a red die that I can reroll once. If I crit on it, I gain a vigor or an instinct rune, not both. And that saga starts with the Broken Ring. Years of cruel fights, each day feeling like the last, each following day. It's like the core thing, right? Each day in the core, check a fortune. Dinner, a banquet. Each day feeling like the last, each following day, a struggle. Such was your life until you left the cursed ring of death. Okay. Now finally free, you can decide your fate for the first time. So if I get a a forest token or a settlement token, and I go to Harvat's ruins. Where are those? Down here. I go right here. I then get to do some stuff. So it says you begin wondering if what you... Oh, we can't do that yet. Can't talk about that yet. We haven't got there. That's what we got to do. The weapons that he's going to be rolling with him, you've seen them before, and you will see them now. Koga the Green. Koga the See-Through Green. Element Blade Saga. It is a green weapon. On the determination, on the initiation step, spend instinct, yo gain, to gain or remove an instinct shield from this challenge. Not test, challenge. If I crit on this, I get to choose which rune I want of the three, basically, and I can re-roll this green die. So that's what I'm going with. And we haven't unfolded that story. And then we're going with our blues as the Sea Serpent's Plate. This is part of the Armor of the Depth saga, and on the resolution ability, so after we've done initiation determination, on the resolution ability, we can remove an enemy skull result. So if they roll a skull, I can yank that bad boy right out of there. This will give me a willpower die or blue die, as well as give me a shield on it, and it's a ritual. If I crit on it, it says add any one rune and a vigor shield, which is pretty cool. So a little bit of, a little bit of this, a little bit of that to help out. So he starts off with 7 vigor, 6 instinct, and 4 willpower. Cool. Now, let's go to our setup and see what of our scenario. So this is the scenario 2, Heart of Stribog, Fading Hearts. While the heroes were making their way to the prime source, coal crept into the hearts of people everywhere and stuck there like a thorn, changing some of them into homicidal, shambling creatures. So, White Walkers. Villagers told stories of peasants murdering their loved ones just as the heroes returned from their excursion. With grim news! Hope needed to be returned to the folk of Zerywia as their failing hearts yearn for the warmth of the holy flames of Vatra. So, gameplay prep. So we're not continuing. Remember, we're doing one-off. So it says if you're playing a single scenario or just starting campaign, skip this page. We're not doing the e-post, so we're good. We're not doing the additional hunt. Let's see. Preparing the lands. So we're using the Heart of Stribog campaign board on the winter side, which is what you saw below. Our hero starting location, our hero starting region, Vatra's Flame. Isn't that interesting? Now you notice that it said our hero's starting region is Vatra's Flame. There's Vatra's Flame, so this is where we're starting. That's the region we're starting in. But that does not mean that's our starting Thymor. So I'm still gotta get my Thymor of these 4, who the god is that's gonna go with me. Like, I don't get the knight Thymor. I have to shuffle this. And then we'll roll the die to see where we get. So 1 on top, 4 on the bottom. 2, 1, 2. So we've got Ravet's Mark. So any hero on the determination step, re-roll any vigor die and gain a shield connected to the Dawnstone of your current Thymor. So that is kind of where we're starting with it. So that is there, and because we are scorned, we get to pick one of these. I'll shuffle these up, and then we'll roll for it. 1 on the top, 4 on the bottom, 1, 2. Roll 2s. So we've got Belazor Scorn. So that says, any scorned hero, take over and reroll any one enemy merc die on the determination step. And basically, when we re-roll it, that's what we get. If we roll a crit, take 1 taint and gain a vigor rune. If we roll a merc, gain a vigor shield. And if we roll a skull, lose a vigor point. And that is a feat that we get for being scorned. Okay, so we are starting on Vatra's Flame. The herald will be Whirlwind Ugmore. So let's find... Oh, I pulled the card out. I didn't. So let's find Whirlwind around here somewhere. Whirlwind, there he is. Frozen Blood Whirlwind. Whirlwind. Black Sorrow, that's Blizzard. Yep. This is how I have to do this with rubber band. Because I didn't get the super pretty expensive thing. So this is Whirlwind Ugmore, Staleness Oblivion. Basically, when I have to deal with this, I have to pass an epic vigor test. On success, recover a feat. On a fail, I take an injury. That sucks. But that's what we'll have to deal with when we have to deal with it. Okay, so where were we? Oh yeah. Epic Battle Herald will be the Staleness. This Elemental Oblivion, strengthen the Staleness and give her willpower shields for each hero participating in this epic battle. Just a willpower battle against the Staleness. The Stale. Add one more token to each. The regions are the Shroud, the Shroud, the Cradle, and the Exus, right? Exus Temple. I got 2 of them out of 3 right. So you'll see those here. So you'll see the Merc on those 3 locations all over the map. So then it says Merc Rift. Put that in a settlement in each Hero's Thymore. My Hero's Thymore is Day. So a settlement is going to go to the bad place. Where is that settlement? This is an Exus Temple. This is a Cradle. Where is it? Here you are. So you get a Merc Rift. And threat regions without special symbols. You'll see here I've added the threat in those locations. There are 3 of them per each that you can see. And then Incursion, Frozen Sea region in Hero's Thymore. Ugh. So every Frozen Sea region. So that would be you and you and you. Yeah, those are the only ones there. This one is part of that Thymore. I don't know, like it crossed a little, but it's part of that Thymore. So there you go. Yeah, because it's this. This is part of that Thymore. Yeah, that's right. Okay, cool. Settlement tokens on harbor regions. There are no harbors on this damn thing. I had to flip it over to find where the harbors were, and I added the settlements at those harbor locations. So I don't know why that's a thing, but it is. Okay, then it says Watchstones. Place a number of tokens equal to the number of heroes in Vatra's Flame region. So that is here. There's the Watchstone. That's right there. It looks like that. That's what it looks like. It goes there. Place the save incursion. We're not doing any of that. Save dawn. We're not doing any of that. The enemy and breed decks don't change. The exploration decks don't change. And then we get to the scenarios. So first of all, we need to shuffle this. Shuffle this. No funny business. No funny business. You want to see my hands. And then we will grab one of these and put it in here. And then shuffle this up. There's the undead stuff that's back in here that really hurts. Okay. I'll shuffle those as I need to. As I go through, I'll shuffle them when necessary. And we deal with scenario. So, what is our mission? Our mission, Stating Hearts. We need to take the Goblet of the Holy Fire from the Vatra's Flame region and spread the symbol of hope to the cradles and strongholds. So at Vatra's Flame region, I have a region option to take 1 Watchstone token as a symbol of hope. To spread that hope, I need to get rid of the threat tokens on the Frozen Sea areas. Fantastic. In hollows, cradles, or strongholds, there's a region option to say place a Watchstone here to bring hope back to the people. If there's at least 1 Watchstone in each Thymore, and there's no threat at the Frozen Sea, move to the next page. I'm assuming that's going to be each player's Thymore, not each. I don't have to travel all over the globe doing stuff, since they said place 1 of these here for each player. So we need to get that to either a cradle or a settlement and place it there. What's working against us during all this fun? The black pages. If there are 3 or more Merc Rifts in 1 Thymore, add a black stone to the Oblivion Chasm. Ew. Then we gotta roll for Vihir's activation. When he moves into a region, spread the Merc there. Each hero in this region must draw his attack cards. Ugh. We increase the threat in each hero's Thymore, add 1 black stone, and feed the breed if there are 4 or more. So, cool. Cool. Alright, so gameplay mods, single player. Select 1 additional basic Saga card together with corresponding Saga deck for each hero. I did not do that. So, what are we going to grab? I'm going to grab a friend. He needs a friend. He got a friend in... No, he doesn't. He needs a ritual. What's our ritual going to be? I'll just grab 1 rando. Yeah, I'll grab this one. This will be his second ritual. I did not grab the extra. So what I'm adding is Amber Heart, Urata's Tier Saga. So if I could spend the prime to remove 1 tape. It's a red vigor because he's the executor. I almost said executor. And he gets a shield for it, and if he crits, gain any 1 rune and recover an injury. So that will be the one that he has on the side, and it is a ritual. Okay, whatever's next, we get solo mode rules, which means that we get those extra 2 options at the end. That is Ritual of Recovery and Summon a Creature on solo mode. Scenario goals: remove incursion and threat tokens from the Frozen Sea region. Place the Watchstones in each Thymore. Each hero's Thymore, since there's only 1 Watchstone, place a number of Watchstone tokens equal to the number of heroes in the Vatra Flame region. So in each hero's Thymore. The Monolith Ritual this time is 6 black stones before we start losing stuff. And special gameplay rules, there's the Iron Bond mode rules, that's crossing the crazy sea. We gotta roll for that. We can look at that here. Rules. Solo mode. There it is, Iron Bond rules. So this one says the Iron Bond mode is played on the alternate side of the map. So preparing the scenario in Iron Bond, set the map to the winter side, add the following breeds, the Heartless and the Fumors, which I have, and replace the exploration decks with the exploration decks marked with the staleness symbol, which we did. So while playing, follow the rules. Harbors are inactive; they don't even have sneaking symbols for them. There's a special rule called a special region called the Frozen Sea that forms all along the shore. Heroes can move onto the Frozen Sea and move through them to adjacent Thymores. But in order to move, the hero must pass a hard vigor test, which means I need 2 successes. If they fail, they can't move and their turn ends. So that's what that means. Hey Doc, what's going on? I'm in for the pledge manager on this. Sell me on it. Will do. Did that say eliminate all threats from coastal regions? That looks like 10 of them. Crazy. It's not. It's not. So This is the part where on Brandon, let me pull that one up so we can chat about it. So Brandon's saying, did they say eliminate all threats from coastal regions? That looks like 10 of them, which is crazy. It's not. This is the reason why the book needs some love. What it's saying, because you only get one, and this card kind of trumps all of that. So let's take a look at that. So we have to get rid of the threat tokens on the frozen sea area of our Thymor. Not on all frozen sea areas, or else one player could never play the scenario. So basically, I need to clear these three and then place either here or here, place the Watchstone there to move forward. So, yep, I'll sell you on it. Don't you worry. It's a good game. Good game. So, that's the Ironbound rules. The region in the region with the Ugmore is treated as a region with a Merc Rift for challenge test, just to let you know he is a Merc Rift. Mixed phase sucks if there are 4 or more black stones. If there are 4 or more black stones, choose and remove 1 settlement journey token in each Thymor, increasing the threat in that region. Ugh. It's already in a bad way. Okay. If the heroes complete the scenario goal before the Monolith Ritual ends, the players are victorious and each hero gains a reward of an offering or an item. And then we do our upgrade stuff. Either way, bad stuff happens and we keep it rolling. Alright, so we want to get into this. Let's do it. Alright, so we're about to begin. So here we go. First things first that I always forget, we rotate the Sventavid. Boom. That's where we're starting. There is a region option at Vatra's Flame to get this thing. So instead of... Oh, I need to pick that up. I don't know why they just don't give it to you. X gonna give it. What can I do? I need to get that flame for the first round. So it is dawn. That is dawn. Round 1. I need to do an action and then deal with stuff. Well, my actions is either to explore or to camp, and there's a merc there. We gotta do what we gotta do. So let's explore. I'm not moving. We're just gonna explore without moving. So we're gonna shuffle these up and draw 1. All of these are terrible. Just to let you. All of them are terrible. New and Ray Shelter. If one was looking for an inn that would stand up to the staleness, this would be the one. Despite the hunger, the cold, and the heartless, here the fire roars and the room is filled with song and laughter. Rest here, for you never know if you will find such a place again before the sun returns and melts away the cold grasp of staleness. I really hate that they... If I'm praised that I can trade, I hate that they gave me this card so early on. But they did, and I passed it, therefore I get this. Okay, so that was my action. I haven't left the Merc area, so my region action is going to be able to take the flame. And that's going to end round 1. That turn of round 1. There we go. Okay, so turn 2. If I leave, I'm gonna take a thingamadoo, so I'm not going to again. So I gotta clear this garbage and get an offering. Let's do it. Explore again. Are you kidding me? It's the same exact card. Are you kidding me? So all of those are gone. I shuffled that deck, and then my region action is I'm gonna do a Merc Binding Ritual. When I do that, I clear the Merc. I take a taint, and I'll put that taint on me. And because I cleared it, I get an offering. Okay. Now let's deal with some stuff. We gotta get over here. So I'll say I will move. My next turn, I'm going to move on the frozen sea, which means I need to pass a hard vigor test to travel, and I'm going to be going to. I'm going to be going. So to pass a test, Merc dies in there. I can switch stuff out, which I plan to. I'm going to switch out this for this, and to do that, we have to pay the cost. So I get a red die just to do the test challenge, and then 2 red die because I have a red die here and a red die here. So 3 die, and I need 2 successes. Hey, look at that. Look at that. So, this would do a pierce to me. This would take away an attribute point, but I could sacrifice this to block it. And this is 3, so that's the ultra crit. So I passed it quite easily, and I landed here. That was that was my exploration. Well, not exploration. That's the special region action to move across the sea. So it wasn't even exploration. So I landed here. There's a threat. There's an incursion there, but I can't face it because I didn't take an action that would do that. Instead, it was an action just to move. So now it's my region actions for this area, and this area ain't nothing special. So I can either, what can I do? I can do a ritual of recovery. Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna do that. So as a ritual of recovery, I spend the prime point, and I recover 1 attribute of the course corresponding to the region that I'm in, which is green. Ugh, it's green. But I also get something else. This is why I don't use the book. I use my book of notes. Regional. Solo play region. Spend a prime point to recover 1 point of the attributes corresponding to the region I'm in, which is green. If the region has 2 types of symbols, you get to decide. Additionally, recover 1 attribute point corresponding to the Dawnstone the hero is influenced by for this run. So the Dawnstone I'm influenced by is the prime source, which is wild. So I'm going to get back to the point. Reason why I did it. That ends that. We go to our last turn. And here we go. Let's deal with that. Let's deal with that threat, that incursion, to see what's going on. So let's talk about incursions for a second. So an incursion, as long as an incursion is present in the region, you cannot rest there, blah, blah, blah. During the exploration, the hero is forced to draw an enemy card instead of an exploration card and strengthen the enemy due to the incursion. So, oh my gosh. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening right now. All right, so okay. So we draw our enemy card. Don't be an undead. Don't be an undead. And we're at a coastal region. So, it's a drowned dead, and he is getting strengthened. What does strengthen mean? You draw another card, and what you do is you take the bottom of that card, and that's what we have to beat. So before, when he wasn't strengthened, we would just have to do a vigor and an instinct success. Now we have to do a willpower one as well, so it gets added to it. If he rolls a skull, he'll hit us for vigor damage. If he rolls a merc token, he'll hit us for willpower damage. So not too bad. Not too bad. Cool. And because there's no merc there, we don't have to deal with any of the other nonsense. That's the reason why I did it. Alright, so there's no merc there, so he just gets 1 die. I'm going to be doing switch out stuff. I'm going to be switching out for you. And then we got to pay. We got to pay like we weigh. Pay that, and pay that. I pay red so I can get a red die. I paid green so I can get a green die, and I paid blue so I can get a blue die, and get a willpower shield because of the armor's ability that we just showed. I get to re-roll the red and green die if I want to. Now remember, I have some abilities here. I can re-roll a Vigor die and gain a shield of the Dawnstone, which is wild, so I get to choose as a feat. I can also take it if it's a Merc die for myself and deal with whatever comes. And on the resolution, if it's a skull, I get to throw it out of there. I could spend this to gain a shield. What type of damage are you doing? Nah, I'll be fine. All right, here we go. On the determination step, so we're on the initiation step, where we're gonna roll and see what's happening. Hey, Kate, what's going on? That sucks. That sucks bad. That sucks really, really bad. Okay, so I got everything I needed to beat him, which is these ones here. But that, I can handle that. That'll be okay. So what this means, let's go back to the enemy's help. What this means. When an enemy rolls that crit symbol, this gets applied twice. Oh, and in coastal regions, the drowned dead gains an instant shield. I don't want to miss that. So he's got an instant shield on. So I gotta reroll something. I gotta mitigate. I could take his die. But it's not a Merc die. I have to reroll. I gotta reroll green, or else he's gonna beat me. I have to reroll green. Let's do it. I'm gonna spend the prime to reroll green again. I'm gonna spend my last prime to reroll green. Come on! Yes! That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. So what this does is I come down here and it says I can once it's crit, I can gain either a vigor, an instinct, or a willpower rune. I'm gonna gain that, then this flips to that, so it's like a double, which is enough to beat him. But he's still gonna hit me with that. There's nothing I can do about it. So 1, 2, he hits me for 2. Now then I applied this to get rid of this shield. And then the 3 for the 3 that I need to beat him. And he is beaten. And I only get 1 trophy for my trouble. But he is beat. Actually, no, I get 2 trophies. I forgot when they're strengthened, I get the extra. I forgot. So that goes in discard. And we beat it. We beat the enemy. And the incursion over. The board is more like Frozen Dead for real. Agreed. So, make sure there wasn't anything else I was missing. I think that ends the incursion. Oh no, that's Merc. Looking for incursion. I think it was after. Challenge status, phases. Here it is. The incursion is removed once it's defeated. Yep, so he's been beat. Cool, so we removed that incursion. So that was my exploration. Oh, yeah. What else to do? I think that's it. I think I'm done. I could actually, I'm gonna summon. I'm gonna spend the trophy to summon a creature of the forest. I'm not gonna spend the second one, so it'll be a surprise on what it is. Okay. We've got Fiend. Send out the Fiend to remove any one threat from any region in this time war. I like it. I like it. I think I'm gonna send him out before. I gotta wait until my turn to do it. Alright, so that ends. We go to the camp phase. So on the camp phase, we use our camp abilities, which is I get back 1 prime, I get back a vigor, an instinct, and one of my choice, which will be a will. I'm at this location on the Sventavid, so I get back. Reach. So restore 1 attribute point related to the Dawnstone active in the Hero Stymore, which is wild, so I'll do that for Vigor. Restore attributes from the camp hero abilities. Use your camp hero abilities if necessary. Restore a feat if I've used any, but I haven't. Reorganize our Saga cards however we want. We can summon a creature, or choose a god if we want with our offering. We're not going to do any of that. Then we go to the next phase. So this is the horrible things that happen. If there are 3 or more Murkrifts in 1 Thymore, there isn't. We're good. We're good. Add a Blackstone to the chasm. Otherwise, roll for the activation when so they're going to move, and to determine where they move, they are going to roll these 2 die, which determines where and where. Where and where. Of course you're coming to me. Of course you're coming to me, you jerk. So you are coming to this Thymore, this Thymore in the Exus region here. Luckily, he did not land directly where I am. Otherwise, I would have to deal with the whirlwind test of passing an epic vigor test, which would suck. Okay. When he gets there, he spreads the Merc. Spread that crap this way. Because there's already one here. This turns into a Merc Rift. When he spreads it, that turns into a Merc Rift. And then he's going to increase the threat in my Thymore. Where will he increase it? And a hollow. So there will be a threat put here. Then we add a Blackstone to the Chasm of Oblivion. Remember, after 6, we run into some problems. So 1 goes there. And we feed the breed if there are 4 or more Blackstones in the chasm. Cool. My turn. That sucked. That ruined my plan to bits. But we're going to close that Merc Rift. Because that's what we got to do. That's what heroes do. So we're going to close that Merc Rift, right? We got to bring hope to the people. Because if we come over here, he's going to be this incursion is going to be strengthened and defiled, which sucks. Instead, we need to, if you want to take a look once again at our objective, right here, go to a cradle or a stronghold region option. Place a watchstone here to bring hope back to the people. So that's what I'm going to do. So my first action, I'm going to do an exploration action into here, which, since there's no enemies there to fight, I got to draw one of these, and if it's a test, it's going to suck. It's going to suck badly. So here we go. Yeah, it's going to suck badly. Look at this trash. So, Frozen Keep. Remember those 2 cool ones that just got discarded? This mighty abandoned mountain keep is battered by frozen wind. It is a perfect place to rest and recover your strength. But your instincts tell your to what? Ugh. I gotta start over. This is Misprint City. This mighty abandoned mountain keep is battered by frozen winds. It is a perfect place to rest and recover your strength, but your instincts tell you to investigate it carefully first. You spot an enemy lurking in a dark corner of the countryside. Retreat and find a different place to rest or make a surprise attack. So, there's no retreat. Oh, Sventavid, thank you. I told you I keep forgetting to turn that thing. So we draw an enemy, add any 1 die to this. Draw an enemy and add any 1 die that we want to this challenge. And if we beat him, that happens. So this is what we're facing off against. We got to draw an enemy. Here for a second. So we're facing. I'm fine with you. The driver. You cannot use your allies to this fight. We need instinct and willpower. And it says when we fight it, add any one die to this challenge. So we're going to be facing off you. Oh gosh, are you defiled because of the mark rift? I think you are. I think you're defiled because of the mark rift. Yep. Every enemy fought in such a region becomes defiled. Ew. Alright, so what defiled means is you pull another enemy card and you flip it over. And instead of strengthening it at the bottom, you do the side. So basically, this enemy now is this. If she rolls a merc, she gets to hit me for 2 instinct and 2 vigor. If she rolls a skull, she hits me for an instinct and a vigor hit. So, he said I can't use allies, but he doesn't need friends. So you are defiled. And not only are you defiled, because I'm going to put this here, you get, because there's a Merc Rift here, you get that and that. So you get 2 Nyx die. I get to add a free die. Green or blue. Well, I'm gonna use all my dice to get even the red, because the red could give me a green if I need it. I'm gonna add a blue, because if I crit on a blue, and the blue gives me a shield, and if I crit on a blue, I get to choose, I get to get a vigor shield and do whatever I want. So, here we go. Is there anything else I need to do? I don't think so. I'm just hoping that you roll 1 merc. That would be helpful. Okay, I re-roll. Well, this is good. That's a crit. I get to re-roll reds 1. So let me re-roll red. Okay. You got this merc die that I'm going to steal from you by using this ability. So no merc for you. That's mine now. So all you have left is a skull. Okay. So let's deal with what we're dealing with. That skull is going to do a vigor and instinct damage to me. Well, I got a crit here. This crit, I'm going to apply here to give myself a vigor shield. And then it'll flip to that. This merc die I need to roll to see what's going to happen. What happens? Take 1 taint and gain a rune shield. Nothing. I'm about to go crazy. I'm about to go to my crazy side. Okay? So that's that. So then we resolve. I've got the 2 I need to beat you. But you hit me with 1 skull, which hits me for... I have a vigor shield, so that's blocked, so I'm going to get hit for an instinct. That's it. I beat you. And I beat you, and I get 2 trophies. So that is my exploration action. Oh no, that was this. That was this exploration. That says, if I succeed, recover 3 and 1 feet. So I get my feet back, and I do 1, 2, 3. Aha. And I get a mountain for that. Mountain token. I just need a forest token, and I will be solid. Okay, so. So now, as my action, I'm going to do a merc binding ritual. To do that, as a region option, I need to encounter another enemy. After defeating that enemy, I need to perform a hard will test or take a tape to be able to close that merc rift. So, Who are we facing? Ugh. There's a heartless. There are in the discard pile. There's one of them. So 2 willpower. You are strengthened, and you're defiled because you're in a Mercury. So yay! This is what I'm dealing with right here. That's my life. See if I can turn it. That's my life right there. That's what I'm doing. So I need 2 willpower, and he's going to hurt me. Gotcha. So once again, we got to pay for what we got to pay for. Getting all 3. And I didn't add my extra die from last. Oh yeah, I did. Okay. So I did that. I would get my shield for the blue. This is a challenge, which it is. So if you get a shield, you don't have a shield. Are you a scorned enemy? But I could remove a skull from this ability. Oh shoot, I didn't do that last time. I could remove a skull with whatever he rolled. So I gotta keep that in mind. Alright, so here we go. Yeah, the armor blocked the skull die. You're right, Brandon, and I completely forgot about that. So I shouldn't have taken any damage from before. Which, let me see what it would have been. It would have been an instinct damage. So I wouldn't have taken instinct damage. You're absolutely right. Yep, it did. It did. Yep, I got a green back. I did. I saw it. Ooh, I'm gonna keep that, but I'm gonna re-roll these 2. Come on. Come on. What can I do? What can I do? I'm gonna use this ability to re-roll the Vigor die and gain a shield connected to the Dawnstorm of my Thymor, which is a willpower shield. Re-roll this one. Crit! Yes! Yes! Okay, so let's deal with this. This I'm gonna put over here to get this and another and a Vigor shield. And it switches to that. That's what you did what you're supposed to do. I'm gonna block this with remove that from the result. So that's gone, which leaves the crit. So I have enough to beat him. Crit on the skull says it's Vigor and Will. It's Vigor and Will twice. So Vigor and Will twice. So both of those happen 2 times because of it. So Will twice gets blocked by the 2 shields. That's why I got him. Vigor gets blocked by 1, and then I take 1 Vigor damage. You were absolutely right, Brandon. Good catch. Then I apply these 2 to that creature to beat it. And they are beaten. So what am I getting? I get 1, 2, 3. 3 tokens. So 3 trophies. Alright. And then I need to either take a taint or perform a hard will test. I don't want to flip to the bad side, but I can get rid of it. I can mitigate. I'm gonna take a taint to close the rift. I'm gonna take my 3rd taint to close the Merc Rift. Closed. I get an offering for closing it that way, and I flip to the dark side of the Force. Cool. Hey. Alright, so I closed it. We're good. We're solid. We're awesome. That ends that turn. Next day. The next day, I'm going to camp. And I wanted to do this for a specific reason. I'm going to camp. So it says camp, use your camp abilities, reorganize your Saga cards, and summon a creature if you want. So I'm going to do this and that to that, camping gives me back using my ability, so I get 4 back. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And that was a reorganize, and that was that. Need summon a creature, change the god I worship. I'm not. Region option. I'm at a stronghold. It says restore 1 feet at a region. So boom. Next day. Next time of day. I have to take a camp action again to make this happen. This is a waste of a round, but let's do it. I'm gonna take another camp action. Reason why I got a method to my madness. So I'm taking another camp action, which means this camp ability kicks in. That says remove 1 prime to get rid of 1 taint, which then flips me back to my normal side. And I get to heal. So I use that ability first, which flips me back over. That gives me 1 prime, and then I heal back up to full. So we're good. Okay, so that ends that. Nighttime. I'm going to... I don't want to do mount stuff. I think I should just rest, and then I can use the special ability there to place a white stone. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, because I'm not playing with crap. So I'm going to rest again. I'm gonna use my camp ability, spending this to get rid of this. To use those camp abilities, then reorganizing my cards. This back in here. Then I'm going to use the special region option to light the Ardor Spire's Hope. You gotta play with that. So I'm going to use this one, the Cradle or Stronghold region option. Place a Watchstone here to bring hope back to the people. So I've done that. Next thing to do is get rid of the threat tokens on the Frozen Sea. Let's do it. So then we go to our camp phase. I'm good. I get 1 of these back. I would get Will, but I'm not going to. And I get... I'm good. I'm good. I'm good where it is. Alright, next phase. Don't you dare come to the stronghold, jerk. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. So this has a special meaning that I keep missing on the next phase. It's not there. It's in the scenario book. I remember it's in the scenario book. Why is it in the scenario book and not on the page with the rest of the rules? This is why it needs... The rulebook needs to be redone. That's all I'll say about that. Here it is. So this says, Herald activation. On the Thymor die, when the prime source is shown, the Ugmore moves to the opposite Thymor of where it is. So it's moving to the opposite stronghold over here. Where's that stronghold? Here. And it's going to, once it gets there, it's going to spread the murk. Okay. All right, cool. Then we increase the threat in our area. That's gonna be increase the threat. Where is that? Here. So threat token goes there. Might as well just kind of keep this here, as I'm not going to that Thymor just yet. Okay, then we place a black stone here, and there's only 2, so we're good, and that ends the next phase. We go, boom. All right. These fights are getting rough. So my first order of the day is we got to do a thing. We got to do the thing with the thing. So I need to go. Where will I have to go to upgrade my weapon? Harvard's Ravine, and where's that? All the way over here. Let's go here. Let's do that. And we got to fight a creature who's going to be strengthened and defiled. The Babak. The Babak comes for turn the stupid tree. Thank you, Brandon. The Babak. It's scorned. It is a scorned enemy. Hoo-hoo-hoo. Okay, it has an aura. If you're cursed, you cannot use ritual. I am not cursed, but it's going to get strengthened. Ooh, this is going to be a tough fight, and it's going to get defiled. So there's what I'm dealing with. All right. Good. Proper. Not looking at it sideways. Because it's in a Merc Rift, around Merc, it gets that lovely, those two lovely die. I gotta pay for what I gotta pay like a way right here to get these three. And he is scorned, which my ability kicks off that gives me an auto rune. I automatically get that rune. Cool, so I covered that. Okay, cool. Is he gonna hit instinct? Might. He might. Okay. I just need him to roll a merc. Not two mercs, just one. Wow, that's heart pounding. Okay, so what do we got? I need 2 greens, so I got 1 green, and I got the red that I need. I get to re-roll. I can't re-roll blues, but I can re-roll this guy. Come on, crit for me, baby. Crit for me. Come on. Come on. I'm gonna spend this prime to re-roll that. Actually, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm gonna use Review's Mark to re-roll it, and I gain a shield. Oh, for the Thymore that I'm in. For the Dawnstone, I gain a willpower shield. And I would gain another willpower shield here. Okay. I gotta spend it. Dang it! Anyway, I get rid of one of these. And I don't have the... I am 1 shy. I'm 1 shy. We're not in the ruins, right? Yeah, we're not in the ruins, so you wouldn't have gotten shield. Oh, that's the worst. It says whenever you encounter a threat, you may recover 1 feat. So I will do that later. But I failed. So when you fail, he hit me with 1, so I'd have been hit with Vigor and Instinct. This gets shuffled back in here. And we feed the breed with 1 card. And that ends the morning. That ends that. So I gotta do it again. So I move on to mine. I don't get region options. I don't get anything fun. That's what I gotta deal with. Okay. Let's go for the next round. I just moved it. We gotta deal with them. So he ambush in mountain or settlement regions, and we're in a are we in a settlement region? We're in a settlement region. He gains and he's strengthened. Going to die, and he's defiled. What is happening with this man? And put shield on him, so he has that. Is he scorned? He's scorned! Oh, he's scorned. Thank you. So the shield's gone. So I need... I'm going to pay the red, switch out the blue for another red. That would... Okay. Okay, pay like we weigh. So 1, 2, 1. So he gets 2 of these. And I get 2 of those and 1 of those. Oh man. Could I use a... Oh, I got a red shield for my potion. I get to re-rolled. What do I need? I get to re-roll both of these. I just need to leave. I cut out one of those. And so he's gonna hit me for 3. He's gonna hit me for 3. So I use this to cut it down to 2. 1, and I get injured. So this flips over to the scratch mark in 2, and I'm injured. Oh my gosh. I didn't even stand a chance. I did not even stand a chance. Alright, I need to go someplace and heal. We'll feed the breed. Here comes the dice roll fun. Okay, that ends my turn. I can't stick here and deal with this nonsense, so I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave and go here. I have to take 8. And we are drawing this. From afar, it looks like a monument or sacred stone, but as you approach, you see it as a group of crystals shooting up from the earth. You feel a piercing cold, the icy grass filling your heart. You realize this is one of the anchors of the staleness, crystals which cannot be burned or broken. It spreads its cold out to the surrounding lands and creatures. Lose a prime or 3 attributes. I'm out of prime. So 1, 2, 3. Awesome. Get a stupid mountain token for my trouble. Okay. So my region action is I'm going to recover this. And then finally, I'm going to rest. I'm going to use my camp ability. So I've got this, get prime. Gain 1, 1, 1. Then I'm going to use that ability to get rid of the paint. And my region option is going to be to get back. That's all I can. Oh, and also I'm going to send the fiend out. Sending the fiend out. I get it. The prime. That's what I want. I'm sending the fiend out to get rid of that threat. He just does it, and he's gone. That ends that. So camp time. Get back 1 from there. Camp ability is yep, I am gonna do that. Stay clear of the team. Actually, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. I need to be able to reroll dice just in case something stupid happens. Up there. And I'm going to summon another creature of the mountains. What was the skull at the top of the mountain? Oh, shoot. Thank you. Thank you, Brandon. That sucked. Yeah, thank you. Whenever the skull drops, it's supposed to... I always miss that symbol. Whenever the skull drops, it's supposed to be a... Basically, you put basically an enemy jumps out and fights. If you you have to deal with the enemy on your next turn. But I was kind of ending stuff there. Basically what it means is that an enemy shows up. An incursion shows up in the area. Threat. It raises threat. And I will show you that. It's like so 6. There it is. So it said this is indicated by the corresponding tokens. Where am I? Where? Players may also encounter exploration cards, which, as soon as they are drawn, will increase the threat or spread the murk in a region where they are dealt with. This is indicated by the corresponding symbol that's at the top. So what you're talking about, and I'll put this up here so you can see, is that when you see this skull here at the top, that means that I have to increase the threat in the region that I'm in by putting a threat token down. I missed that. Good catch. Good catch. I missed that. I was too busy being sad in my failure. But that's what it means. Alright, what are we dealing with? Move to any mountain region in this Thymor, remove a threat from this region, or use its region action. That's monster summoning. Then we go to... So if you want to see, actually, let me show you that now. So you can see that. I did not explain that properly, and that is bad on me. So let's go to... Let me explain it properly. I will do better. Here we go. It's right here. So notice up here, on here, that you see the 6 with the skull. It then says, if you come down here, players may also encounter exploration cards, which, as soon as they are drawn, will increase the threat or spread the murk in their region where they are dealt with. This is indicated by the corresponding tokens printed on the exploration card to the left. For this one, it's threat, and if it's on the right, it would be murk. So basically, when I drew that card, I increased the threat in that mountain area. And so I add threat there. That's what that meant. So sorry for the lame explanation, but that's more in depth for people who are watching it, so they can watching it later, so they can. All right, what are you doing? What are you doing? You are in the dawn. On the X's temple in the dawn is here, turning that into a Murk Rift, and then we're increasing threat. To an area over here, to the Shroud. We're adding threat there. Then we add another stone. There are less than 4, so we keep on trucking. Dawn. Okay, so we gotta deal with this foolishness, don't we? Well, actually, I could use this card. Move to any region in this Thymor, remove a threat from this region. Any mountain region. The Shroud gives me what? I can get trophies. The Dragon Spine doesn't give me anything, and this one lets me get a back. I think I will do that. I'm going to use my ability as my action. So remember, you have an action and then you have a region option. This is going to be my action. I only encounter threats when I use the exploration action. So I'm going to use this action to move here, clear that off, get that crap out of there due to that card. That was my action. The region option for there is I can either take a trophy or draw an enemy and gain 3 trophies. I'm just going to take a trophy. That's the end of that. Okay. Next one for my action. Yeah, because I want to get to that cradle so I can buy stuff. So my next action is going to be... Hold on. Something happens with 3. Something happens with 3. Something happens with 3 in this scenario. That was when I placed the 3rd one. Oh, it's 4. 4 or more black. 4 or more black stones, not 3. Okay. All right. So, I'm gonna take a rest. I forgot to turn this thing, didn't I? I'm gonna take a rest. Darn that tree! I'm gonna take a rest. which means I recover from there. And then I take the camp action, which I get that, and then a freebie, which will be. I can reorder my cards, but I'm not going to. And then I get the region options. I'm going to get another trophy. I want to buy stuff. Here we go. So then I'm going to take the exploration action to move here and deal with this incursion. So the incursion is... Okay. You're going to become defiled anyway, but it doesn't matter. So it's a Fulmore, a giant that is tainted. Ambush. If this Timor is in Nyx's grass, which means the Sventavid has a black chip in it instead of the regular, it would become defiled, but is going to become defiled anyway and strengthened because, oh my gosh, I'm going to die. Because, oh my god. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. And it is no, it's not in the mountain region, so it doesn't get a shield. Oh my gosh. Okay. So here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So you get 2. Red and 2 green. I'm just gonna have to take what happened. So I'm gonna have to pay like I wait for this. So 1 red to switch, then 1, 2 to play the red, and 1 for the green to give me that. Oh, you're not scorned. Okay, I can only hope that he rolls a merc. A merc and a skull. That's what we're looking for. A merc and a... Oh, wait, no, I can't remove skulls. I got rid of the Sea Sentinel's plate. Oh, but I do get a shield. So that's happening. I get to re-roll a red. I gotta re-roll them. I gotta re-roll them both. Oh, this is such a bad idea. Ah! Man. What can I do? I'm gonna do this to re-roll that red and gain a shield for the Thymore, gain a shield for the Dawnstone, which is red. I'm gonna re-roll this red. And pray to Oobleck for a crit. Come on! Yes! 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 Okay, so I'm gonna spend this crit here to give me that, which allows me to beat you. Okay, so I can beat you. Now, you've got 2 skulls, which means you're going to hit me 6 vigor times. 6! Oh, I'm going to vomit. Dang, I really wish I had kept my Sea Sentinel plate, but whatever. So taking these 2 off will make it, instead of 6, make it 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I got the crit. Hey, what's up, Steve? The dice love you. So I have 2 and 2, which is enough to do this 2 reds and the 2 greens. So I beat him. Oh my gosh, that sucked. And I get 1, 2, 3. Any of these gold? Nope. I get 3 more trophies. And we closed it. We beat the incursion. So that was the exploration action. And then we need to close the rift. Please tell me I don't have to fight something else. To close the Merc Rift, the hero must defeat a Rift Guardian as a region option. Draw an enemy and defeat it. So I don't think I'm gonna do that. Oh, it's not a Merc Rift. It's not a Merc Rift. It's a regular Merc. It's a regular Merc. It's not a Rift. So Merc Binding Ritual. which will give me a taint. Oh my gosh. Jump into Jehoshaphat. So we close that off, and that ends that turn. Oh, I get an offering. And then that ends that. So then we go here. I am going to camp, like you wouldn't believe. So camp, I get back this. I get back one of these, and then I'll use the other one here. I will then use my camp ability over here, spend one of these to get rid of this. I can then reorder my cards. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Reorder my cards. Oh my gosh. I'm sweating, man. 7 watching, 4 likes. They might not like it. It's alright. It's alright. So then my region abilities, which is here, I'm gonna buy stuff. So it's time to buy some stuff. I draw 3, buy 1. So we'll shuffle these up. And let's see what we got. First one is the Undyne's Tear for the cost of 3. So the cost is up here at the top. Yep. At the determination. Yeah, at the determination step, I could set crits results on one of my willpower die. I could set it to a crit, auto crit. When I do that, if I use it during the start of my turn or the end of my turn, I could recover a prime or 2 wills. So that one's pretty cool. The next one is, we've seen the Sunlight Crystal. Remove Merc from this challenge. If I'm exalted, I get some cool stuff to keep it in my hand. And that costs 3. And the third one is Elixir. Gain a shield that is Vigor, Instinct, and Willpower. Or cure an injury that is either on my on my instinct or willpower. That was where my brain went. So I'm thinking, I don't want the crystal. I don't want that. I don't care about it. But I'm between these two. I think I'm going to take this one, the Undyne Tear. And that's going to cost 3, so I'm going to spend my 3 there to get that item in my inventory. And that will end the day. We go to the camp phase. We gain back one of these. Then we gain back a prime. That's as far as that's going to go. This. So I'm full. You see how this fell all the way from 7? I have to be able to cure it. Cure the vigor wound to move it back up until it gets to full, and then it cures itself. I've cured myself of it, but that's where I landed. So I did that. Get back one of these. Summon me a monster from the settlement. Yeah, I took the crit for sure, Brandon. I know I'm gonna need it. So there we go. And we got reveal the topmost item card. You can buy it for will, otherwise discard it into oblivion. If I spend the trophy, take 1 from the discard pile. So that's a situational guy to monster to have. I'm not gonna buy anything for willpower. Okay. That ends it. So we go to the next phase. Big fun. Big fun. Alright, so if there are 3 or more Merc Rifts in one Thymor, they are not. We're keeping them pretty steady. So where is he going? He is going over there to the Hollows. Red the Merc. We're going to increase the threat in our Thymor. To putting the threat here in the Creeping Marsh. I just cleared. Then we're going to add a stone here, which makes the 4 stone. When the 4 stone comes up, this says, if the chasm has 4 or more black stones, choose and remove 1 settlement journey token in each time or increasing threat in that region. Oh, and my thigh more. Shoot. Sugarfoot. Sugarfoot. It has to be this. Okay. All right. Cool. All right, here we go. So exploration action. I want to buy more stuff, so I'm gonna fight this guy. And it's just me and him this time. He ain't got no friends with him. Me and you. No. No. Are there any heartless walkers? Are there any heartless walkers? Croppers. No heartless walkers in the discard pile. Game hates me. This game hates me. The best. So your question you're asking there. So let's address that for a second. So it said, what's Brandon asks, what's the best way to attempt to cure the red injury? Well, a couple of ways we can do that. So a couple of ways we can do that. One, we find a card that's in searching that says cure an injury. Another, we have an ability that we find somewhere in the monster deck or the god or something like that that says cure an injury. So once we cure an injury, it'll either be heal or cure, which means what we have to do at that point is take this injury and we move it back one, and when it gets to its full, it flips back over. So we kind of heal that pain. Why did I have to draw her? Okay. We gotta deal with it. No use crying about it. And I forgot to turn that. So no use crying about it. So here we go. Damn. Okay, she is scorned. Because she is scorned, whenever you encounter a where is it? There's something that says it. I got it. Where it was scorned. Let's recover a feat. Here it is. Add that whenever I fight a scorned enemy, but that doesn't matter at all because I need 3 instinct. So let's do 1, 2, 3. Get all 3 of these, and you're just getting 1 black die. Oh my gosh. I've got 2. That's all I can guarantee is 2. I need the 3rd. That's a merc. Oh, I'm taking that from you. You're not having that. Okay. So I gotta read the steps here. When does this happen? This happens in determination. When do I spend those? Do I spend those? This is very important. Order of operation is very important for what's about to happen. Combat. This order of operation is super important for this. Alright, so initiation, reveal the enemy card, resolve any ambush or aura abilities printed on the card, strengthen the file as necessary, resolve any advantages, determine the next challenge, and then do our reactions that we need to. That's initiation. Yep, we can do whatever we need to. Then determine the hero challenge. Final step. Final step, confrontation roll. We roll the dice. So we've rolled the dice. Alright, this is the important part. Determination step. We re-roll from our sagas if we want to, which I'm going to re-roll that red. We can re-roll using prime or offering tokens. So I got offering tokens to burn if I need to. Dang it, it's part of the resolution step. Damn it. Okay, so I am going to steal that merc from you. That's gone. That's not your problem anymore. But I'm going to re-roll this because I can. I'm going to spend this to re-roll because I want the crit. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. Okay, so this crit I'm going to use here to get this, and then that turns to that. I get that there. This one I'm going to use here to get that, and I'm going to turn it to there. Then I got to re-roll this to see what happens, because this is mine. A skull, I lose one vigor. So she has no recourse against me, and I've got 1, 2, 3 to punch her down. She's dead. And I get 3 trophies for her life. Okay. So that gets rid of that. Now I get to do the regent action of buying some more stuff. Because we've earned it. I just heard Canje scream in dismay. Because I pulled a freaking legend, but I beat her. I beat her. Ugh, stress me right out. Legend killer. First one up. Merc Essence. Awaken the dread in ourselves, unleash the darkness within. Spread the merc. Recover up to 3 feet. No. No. Giant's Blood. Oh, look at that. Set crit results on one of your red die. Yes, I'm buying that. But let's see what the third one is. The third one is recover 2 prime. Yeah, whatever. I'm buying that thing. So, boom. So now I've got crit. I've got crits like you wouldn't believe. All right, we're doing well. We're doing okay. Oh my gosh. All right. Cool, cool, cool. That ends the morning. All right, we're headed that way to solve this problem. So let's see. I'm hurting pretty bad. I think this time I'm gonna rest. I am gonna rest. Which lets me use my camp abilities. Whoops. Lets me use my camp ability. So, well, it's more than that, right? This is why I hate this card. It's not true. Phases. Phases. Oh, this is cycle phase, right? Yeah, here it is. Oh, that's the camp ability. Rest. Yeah, it is. It was right. It was right. So I get back a prime. If the prime is full up, I get to choose an attribute. I get another. I get another. And then I get one here. I don't have any other camp abilities. I'm solid. That ends. So my region action. And we're gonna buy again. We're buying more stuff. This time, if I find the one for the crit for instinct, this will be awesome. So what are we dealing with? We're dealing with the runic stone to get prime back, or spend prime to remove 1 taint. The old 3M posted rulebook. Yeah, you got it. Bring back any god, saga, or creature card from the Oblivion and keep it as yours. Recover all of your prime, or remove 1 of your primal taints. So primal taints, remember when I said like it's almost impossible to remove? There's how you do it, right there. Or another Shard of Dawn. Well, we're gonna buy that for 3. So cool. Just in case we get a primal. We got money to spend. Okay. That ends that. It's nighttime. Let's go on our merry way. I need that that green anyway, so let's do it. Let's do it. So I'm going to do an exploration action. Move here. And I have to draw one of these. Man, how are we doing? How are we doing? The staleness has changed the marsh into an icy swamp filled with hidden dangers. The beasts that survive the frost now lurk in the waters below the ice. Crossing the swamp will require unusual stamina and determination. I'm gonna have to camp again after this. So I'm gonna spend 1. Switch this for this. So I'm gonna get one of these, one of those on a stupid challenge. So I need to get 2 successes. A crit or something. Okay, you do something dumb that I don't like. What do you do? On challenge. Lose 2 points of the tested attribute. 1, 2, but I passed the hard test. Then we have to deal with the next test, which is the willpower test. Yes, you have to do 2 because the game sucks. It doesn't suck, it just makes me sad. So I passed 1 test, now to pass the other. I spent this to put this back in, so I get a Nyx die and a blue to take the test, and then because I have 1 blue, it's here. The reward is my life. Ah! I'm gonna spend this offering to reroll this bad boy. Come on. Are you freaking kidding me? Because this is just stupid. Actually, let me do it one more time. Let me do it one more time. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I'm playing this. Let's set you to a crit using this. Alright, so I'm gonna take a damage on there for that. Actually, no, I block it with this. And then I get 2 with that, so I pass it. The only joy I get for passing this thing is I get a force token that I'll replace this for. I have enough to continue my story if I go to Harvard's area. Wow. Wow. Okay. Region option. Nothing. Nothing at all. I am going to rest to get back a while. To get back, sorry, prime. This. That. And then no region option. I don't feel like spending 1 to do this. So that ends that. We're gonna take our camp ability, so we get 1 back, which is wild. So I'll put here. We get our 3rd prime back, that back, and everybody's happy. Okay, re-get back this, but spin that back to power up. So angry I had to use that on that stupid test. Okay, next phase. There's not 3 or more Merc Rifts. A lot of Merc, not a lot of Merc Rifts. Where are you going? You are coming over the bridge here to the cradle. turning this into a Merkur, so that's 2. And then, where's threat going? On a Nexus Temple here, means the threat's got to spread. Okay. Okay, then we place a black stone. One, two, three, four, five. So one more. And we're losing one of those. But there are 4 more that's there, so this one's here, and the threat increases, but it is what it is. That ends that. We spin the Sventivid. And we begin anew. If I leave this... Oh, this area is just a threat. No, we're going for the fight. I want to close this thing. So, boom. Incursion. I see. Oh, why is it doing it? Let me get it all together then. See what I'm feeling. That's what I'm feeling. Okay. Yay. One, 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 two. Yes. I got everything I need ready. Yep, I can set a crit if I need to. Let's do it. So I get to re-roll. I get a shield here. Are you scorned? Not scorned. Okay. I'm going to spend this to remove this from the challenge. Okay. All right. I'm just checking out some stuff here. I get to re-roll. I'm gonna keep that. I get to re-roll this. Then going to use this ability to gain a shield connected to the Dawnstone of Thymor, which is blue. That helps very little. But I get to re-roll this. Then I'm going to spend this elixir to turn that into crit. That's it. That's it. So this crit come here. Give me what I red. Give you red. Flip here, sorry. So that's what I need to beat you. And then you're hitting me. I get rid of this. This is gone. So you're hitting me for 4. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jeez. Ugh. He is beating me down with these, but I beat him. And I get 1, 2, 3 trophies. Incursion done. I gotta close this stupid thing, which means beating a guardian that's defiled. Is it just defiled? Yeah. Oh no, they're not defiled. Are they defiled? Yep, they are. They're not strengthened at least. So here we go. So my region option is to try to close this Merc Rift. One, two, three. 1. So they get strengthened because of their ability at the bottom. And it's on a marked thing. They are going to get the plus. So I need 2 reds. I need 2 reds to deal with this guy, and I have no reds. No reds to deal with, to fight with. I got 1. Then it'll go to 0. So this one's gonna go to 0. So I can get that at least. And 1, 1. Get this, and get those 2 because you're a mark rift. I got prime the roll, so let's see how we do. I get to re-roll the red and the green. And I get to take away one of those. I'll just take 1 away. Let's see what happens. What's he doing to me? Beating the crap out of me again. So he's not scoring, so he hits me for 2. 1, 2. Actually, let me see if I can reroll this spread. It is what it is. Oh well. I cannot use red anymore. Unless I'm healed. That ends my turn. Oh, sorry, that was morning. So, next. I have to leave. I can't do anything. Or I'll stay here and rest. Oh, I can't rest at that action. I have to leave. And if I go anywhere, I'm screwed. This might be a done deal. So we'll move here. I have to take a tape. What are we facing? Another one of those. And hey, lucky. Red all the way through. Well, I can't fight with red, but I can fight with blue and green. See what happens. Get to reroll this. I'm gonna take this away from you. Without getting hurt anymore. Gain a shield. And I fail. But I didn't take any damage. This here. Keep breed. I am not doing well. I am not doing well at all. I think this might be the nail in the coffin. That ends that turn. I can't rest anywhere with threats, but I'm gonna move. Explore to move here. Draw settlement. Please be something. Lots of bustling in now. Frozen hollow shell. You might avoid frostbite if you spend the night here, but no hope for the worm. Recover 2 of any. 1, 2. Cool. My region action. I need to buy stuff. It's in a cradle. So let me buy. I'm gonna buy stuff. I need something. One. Bill's breath. There's the instinct one that I was looking for. Take 1 taint, add 1 die to any challenge, recover and take 1 injury. Ugh. Or this shade. to remove one pain if I wanted to. I'm thinking that one. No trouble. I'm free to get that. Ends that turn. I'm going to camp. One of these. One of those. One of those. Need to heal an injury bad. Alright. And then my regent action is to shot one more time. I need to find something to heal an injury. Or else I'm just out of luck. Red is shut down. 1. You can draw an enemy from the deck replacing the current if you do feed the breed. If I have the devious trait, that happens. 2. Gain 3 shields of the current region type. You're an amount, recover that. Or 3. Recover 2 or cure any one of your injuries. Oh, there we go. Yes. Yes. That was a 2. Okay. So there's a difference between heal and cure. Cure gets rid of stuff, so cure puts me back to full. Let's do it. So that ends my turn. At the end of my turn, I'm going to use it. So cure any one of your injuries. Cure me up, baby. So I'm there. So I cured myself all the way up, not heal. Cure. And that uses that. Gets rid of it out of the game. Breathe. So then we go to the camp action. I get back a blue for there. I get back one for here. And I cover 1, 2, and a full. Okay. And I get back one of these. I'm going to get back the Stealer of the Merc. Then that ends the camp action. Go to the next phase. What are we dealing with? You're going to the night one to, that's me, to here, spread the Merc. Okay. 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 All right. Then spread, don't you do this to me. Frickin' hates me. It hates me. Ugh. Alright, so on the 6th one. Where's the 5th? 5. Let's determine which one we're losing. Losing the stone. That stone is lost. In its place, the Nyx controls the Thymor. Okay, then we add. Oh no, that was adding the black stone. There's no black stones in there for it to do anything weird. I know I was supposed to feed the breed like twice, so I'm going to make sure to do that on the next threat assessment. Actually, let me do it. Okay. So then dawn breaks. Can I rest? As long as there is threat present in your region, you cannot rest. Only exploration is possible. Here we go. So, let's see how this goes. What are we fighting? Ungul. At dusk, it ain't dusk. And at night, neither of those things are happening. So that's what I'm fighting. Okay. Alright, so let's get to it. I just need. I'll spend the 1 to get that's happening, and then I'll spend 1 and 1. Better my odds. I won. I'm going to take this away from you. I'm going to spend this here to get the red that I need, and this flips here. And I'm cured of injury, so you don't get a shield, and I beat you. Oh, my god. Okay. That's okay. So that was my. Let's see if I could buy something. Something costs 2. My region option. If I could find something that just costs 2, I'll get that. There we go. 1. Hey, there's a 2-coster. Gain 3 shields of the current. Oh, I forgot to turn this vent event. Sorry. Okay. Next one. That's a 3-coster. That doesn't matter. Next one. 3-coster doesn't matter. Buying the 2-coster. And 2. I got me some shields. Okay. Alright. So next turn, I'm going to explore over here to face a threat. I gotta shut that thing down. I gotta shut that thing down. So why am I fighting elites? Why? You cannot prepare your rituals. Okay. Okay, then I'll just use them. And a bane to spread the mirth. Because there's Merc there. Oh no, that's just the Merc dice. It's not a Merc craft. You don't get filed. Okay, so I need so. Actually, I'm gonna retcon. Before I move, I would have done a rest action. I'm gonna retcon my last move. Before I do that, I'm still gonna fight that creature, but I'm gonna retcon. So this day would be to camp. So I gain this, that, and then my region action would have been to do a ritual of recovery. That's to spend 1 prime point. The corresponding region type, which is wild, so that would be that. That's it. That's it. Then my next day action would have been to move, and now I'm facing 3. Okay, so now I would do this. Thank you. I'm going to need to protect myself. So at the start of the fight, I'm going to use the Earthclaw Talisman to gain 3 shields of the current region. It's not going to help me. That's not going to help at all. I can use the crit. Alright, let's just see what happens. Oh, whenever you encounter a threat token, you may recover a feat. So I use that. Angels sing. Hallelujah. So, I'm gonna take this for my own, and I'm gonna get rid of that for sure. But let's work this out. This gives me that for sure. Switch here. I get to reroll you. Oh boy. That I'm going to need willpower. Then flip to that. There's my willpower. So I got 2 willpower and that. Solid. I'm beat. You're beaten with no dice, and I gotta roll this to see what happens. Merc, gain a shield. Thank you. And I get that. Can I get rid of you? Are gone. That's how you do it. What's the shield symbol on the Merc Widow? Good catch, Brandon. Shield symbol on the Merc Widow. If there's Merc in the area, they get a shield, but I had enough to beat it down, so... But that was a good catch. If I would have rolled worse, that would have destroyed me. That symbol means that she would have gotten a shield if she was in Merc, which I would have to knock down, but I had enough of everything to knock it down. Okay. Good catch. I gotta start looking at that. Then we're gonna do, as a region option, my Merc Binding Ritual to flip me to crazy mode. That'll flip me to crazy. Then that ends my turn. Next round, I'm going to rest. Gets me 1, 2, 3, 4. Reorganize this. And get back one of these. I can't use it because I'm in crazy mode. And then we go to the next phase, see where you're going. You don't move out of this Thymore. That's what the Merc symbol means. You go here. Things are getting nasty. Very, very nasty. Then we spread threat. Game is just trying to be cruel to me. Add this. And we're good. Okay. We're on dawn. I'm gonna rest. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna get rid of one of these. Turn the stupid benefit. Get rid of one of these. Switch back to my human form. That's and then I can reorder stuff, but I'm not going to just yet. So next, I'm going to camp once more because I'm not using my there's no region option for me to use. I'm going to camp once more to gain 1 back. That's on full. Get that up proper. That up proper. Then I'm going to use this to get rid of that. Then I'm going to reorder my cards. Okay, we're ready to dance. Oh, and when I cleared that Merc, I was supposed to get that. Sorry. Okay, so next round. Let's deal with this thing. I'm gonna move here. Have to deal with what this is. Old Destiny. Outside the settlement, you witness the terrible scene of a crying woman holding a man in her arms. You notice the blue light of the staleness slowly filling in his eyes. You realize he will soon become a heartless and tear at the flesh of the woman holding him. Still, from the hope in her gaze and the warmth of her heart, you sense powerful forces of love at work. So, without hesitation, grab the man from her arms and kill him before he turns. The sight of the severed head shall scar the woman for life, but at least she'll have one and become heroic. Or allow her to choose her own fate, to pass with her beloved or kill him and live in mourning. You turn your back and leave the ending of this particular story behind. I'm gonna kill him. I want heroic. So I will take the heroic trait. That becomes my path. What would I get for that? That's the settlement one. I don't want that. So I'll just keep what I have. Now let's deal with this. Merc Rift. We have to fight a Merc Guardian. So let's fight a Merc Guardian. I don't know if I shuffled it, that's why. Dadgummit! bet you it's all here. Told you. Told you. And he becomes defiled because of the Merc Rift. Okay. Alright. Let's see if I can beat this guy. So we're going to... Just need reds, huh? You just need reds? Let's spend the red. Pull this in. No, I'm not. I'm not. I need to get rid of the crap that he has. So I'm going to spend 1, 1, and 1. That. I got a crit if I need it. I got a crit if I need it. Hey, Philippe, thank you so much for becoming a subscriber. I appreciate it. So let's see what we're dealing with. Well, I said I got a crit if I need it. So we get a reroll of these two. I'm going to use this to make this a crit, which is enough to beat him. He doesn't have any shields. I'm checking it out to make sure, making sure I'm right this time. He doesn't have any shields, so I have enough to beat him. I get to take this away, but I'm going to get hit pretty nasty. The current Thymor I'm in is red, so I'm going to burn the Earthclaw Talisman as... No, I'm not. Can't do it. Can't do it. That's it. I'm done. So he's going to hit me for 4 of those. Is he scorned? Nope, he is not. 1, 2, 3, 4. But I crit. Gives me that, which is the 2 I need. You and your friend. 1, 2, 3. I get 3. Okay. Then I take a taint, get an offering, shut this down. I got 1 more to close before we can beat this, but they keep putting it back on here. So, next turn. Gosh. It's like I'm walking up and down the coast dealing with this crap. So come here. I have to deal with whatever this is. So the roaming heart. So this is interesting. So we'll draw the top 3 cards, it says. And if there are any Heartless, we gotta fight them. Reveal the top 3 enemy cards. Take the challenge of the first Heartless. Nope. Dang it. So strengthen this challenge with all Heartless in the discard pile. Are you kidding me? Ugh. The only way I could beat this, I don't even think if there is a way. That's what I'm dealing with. I don't know if I could beat this. The damage they're doing is willpower damage. So 1, 2, 3. I gotta do it. I'm gonna take your Merc die. I get to reroll, but I'm taking that Merc die away from you. I can't beat it, so I'll take the Merc die away from you and hope I roll another Merc. I did, which would give me a shield, but you're not gonna hit me with anything. So I failed the challenge. So I failed this. And you go back in the deck. You go back to this card, and we feed the breed.
There's no way I could have beaten that. Who the hell put that in there? Anyway. Alright. That ends my turn because I failed that. Well, that was a challenge. I failed the challenge. Yep, that ends my turn. So region option. Get that back. Get that. That. Get a red. Free up a card. Can't really do that. Okay. That's all I could do. Here we go. Spread the Merc. This is why you can't do all of them. You have to only do your Thymer. I'd be here all frickin' night. This goes to an incursion. Second one here. And it's like he stood right in the place where I need to go. He stood in the place where I lived. Anyway. Next turn. Turn this. I'm going to rest. Let me get back this. Out. Then region options. Let's summon a creature. 2. Summon a creature. Forest. I'm hoping to get a specific creature. Not you. Before you rest, you can move to any adjacent region. If you do this, discard one of your path. And if I spend cure any one of your injuries. So if I get hurt, I can do that. Okay. Then we go here. I'm gonna rest again. Because these are full, I'll go here. And I get one up to full. And then I'm gonna use this ability to spend one of these to get these. And region option, nothing. He needs to move. He needs to move away right now so I can finish this game. If he won't move, I can't finish the game. With our rest option, I'll do that. And region option. I'm going to spend this to get rid of this creature and summon a different creature of the woods. Put it back. Summoning another creature of the woods. I'm looking for something, and that's what I'm looking for. You. Extend the Fiend's range to all Thymors. And that was my region option. Then we move here. I'm going to send the Fiend out. Get rid of that threat token. So that's gone. Cool. The Merc Rift. If I fight him, it's a Merc Rift to fight him. He is a Merc Rift. I could win right now if I'm able to close a Merc Rift. But the thing is that it's a Merc Rift with a Merc, which means that they would get 3 Merc die. I think I'm just gonna wait for him to leave. So next one, I'm going to count. Get that back. Everything's at full. I'm good. No region action. I'm done. So next phase. Oh, camp phase. Get one of those back, but I'm good. I'm full up on everything. I'm everything where I need to be. I've turned all my cards back, so I'm good. Okay, what you doing next phase? Go away. At least he goes here and he turns this into a Merc Rift.
and this turns into an incursion. I'm fine. I'm fine with that. I just have to beat the coast. Then this gets red. That's 3, not 4, so I'm good. Then I will take. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. I'm feeling good. What do we got? You see a hut piled high with snow. The mountains prevent entry, but you still see smoke coming from the chimney. Pass a hard test. Well, let's do that. Spend 1. Switch this. I get 3. This is a hard test, so, and it's with Merc, so it gets another die. So I'm gonna get hit pretty nasty. But I've passed. I can take this one to block that, so I'm gonna get hit 2. 1, 2. But I passed the hard test. So it says success. Force your way through, and you will find an old hag cooking a stew of frozen crows. She will gladly share a meal, especially now that you have helped her clear the snow. So I gain back 1, 2. Because I would gain back a prime and I'm full, I gain back 1 more. And 1 feat. I didn't use any, so I'm back to full, which is fabulous. Fabulous. Okay. Then region option, Merc Binding Ritual. Take Merc. Clear it off. Get an offering. And let's check where we land. So, we took the Watchstone token. We got rid of threats along the frozen sea areas in our Thymore, which we did. And we placed the Watchstone in either a cradle or a stronghold. And we put it in the stronghold. We won. Ta-da! We won. And we win! So we did it. So could you imagine, this is the reason why it's like it can't be all of them. Because could you imagine having to go do all of this, and we've been playing for a long time? That's impossible. This thing would have been wiped out by that time, especially with how the Ugmore moves about. So that's supposed to read in your Thymore. Because if we go to Yawn rules of the scenario, where is it? Remove incursion tokens from the frozen sea regions. Place the watchstones in each Thymore. But the amount of watchstones is watchstone tokens. Place a number of tokens equal to the number of heroes in Vatra's Flame, which means it can only go in 1 location. And clearing all along the frozen sea is silly. So, yay, I won. It's supposed to be in your Thymore for solo play. 2-player, 2 Thymores have to deal with it. 3-player, 3 Thymores, and 4-player, you gotta clear it all. So, we won! Hey, we won. Back just in time. So, I'd probably say, Posterix, if you're watching this later, make sure to update this rule to say that in your Thymore, because otherwise it becomes impossible. I did, Dan. I did win. I did win. And I'm happy about it. Alright, cool. So, we won. We won, but so that was scenario 2 of Heart of Stribog that we got through, which was fantastic. Fading Hearts. There's 2 more scenarios to go through, and then you've seen both sides of the boards and 2 different campaigns, so you can make a judge for yourself if you want to get on the late pledge, or if you're like, it's not for you and you want to drop. It's completely up to you. I'm okay either way. I enjoy this game. I still think it's a lot of fun. So, what's coming up? What's coming up next? Thursday, it's Pandemic Legacy with Pac-Man and Steven. Friday, Gloomhaven Digital with Rob, Kate, and Cynthia. Saturday, One Stop Co-op Shop Chat with Steven Barron. And then Sunday, I was supposed to do Legacy of Dragonholt as part of the month of Roll and Write Print and Play, but because of Steve, and Steve, if you're still on, I'm putting you on blast. Steve introduced me to Marvel United. I love that game. I've played 23 games of it so far, and I want more. So someone I found when I joined their Discord was selling the
Season 2 promos, so I bought that. So I got all that, right? Just the promos, not the whole shebang. So I got that, which is more content. And then I was looking on Game Steward, and they had season 1, and I bought it. So I got a lot of Marvel United. So I got Marvel United. Yeah, I didn't buy the playmat yet, but I have Marvel United. And Steve and I, Steve from One Stop Co-op Shop and I are going to be playing that game on Sunday on Tabletop Simulator, and then next Sunday I'm actually going to Steve's house. He lives about 2.5 hours from me, so I'm going to drive over there, and he and I are going to stream together next weekend as we play different board games. He wants to try out and explore it. I want to play more Marvel United, so it's such a fun game. So it's gonna be fun. The cool thing about it is that as I look at the Marvel United stuff, I'm thinking to myself, I don't need to back anything else for a while. That's what my brain automatically went to. I found the thing. I found the thing. So I've been playing it constantly, and I still love it. I still think it's a lot of fun. It's so basic, simple, but so much fun. Plus, there's a lot of minis to paint, so I'll be doing that. And because of all that stuff coming in, I still have not unboxed Burn Cycle yet. It's still sitting over here on my floor in a box sealed up that I need to do a stream to do that. And so that's going to be coming up probably sometime this weekend. Also, the 800 sub painting stream, as soon as my my equipment comes in, I worked with Brian. Thank you so much, Brian, for helping me get that setup going to where you all can see me paint as well as I can use my magnifying glass. When that setup comes in, I'm gonna hook it up, and then I'm gonna schedule a painting stream, and we're gonna paint then and have a lot of fun. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So I hope you enjoyed this playthrough. For Shade Canje not unboxing everything. I know. I feel sad. I also have to cull my collection again because I'm getting inundated again, so I have to get rid of it. And like Madara is still staring at me, but I'm waiting for Wave 2 to come in, and then I'm selling all of my Madara stuff. So if you are like, you want all Madara Kickstarter Wave 1, like book 1, 2, 3, the whole story shebang, as soon as it comes in, I'm selling it. I'm not playing Madara anymore. So that is gone. I've got a bunch of other games that I'll be like offloading and culling. So there's a lot of stuff that's going to be happening. But stay tuned. All right. So that's what I had. I hope you appreciated what you saw, whether you liked it or you didn't, let me know. If there's any mistakes I made, let me know in the comments as well. Thank you so much, Brandon, for helping me out, because there was a lot of stuff that I missed that I wasn't paying attention to because I was caught up in what was happening all over here, so I appreciate it. And that's all I really got. So I will see you all Thursday for Pandemic Legacy Season 1 with Pac-Man and Steven. Alright, until then. Yeah, I'm dumping Madara. Madara's gone. I don't want to play it. I did not enjoy it. So until then, insert comment or slogan here. I will see y'all all later. Bye bye.